Hey, what's up YouTubers? Lee John Blackmore here at Super Easy Guitar. As requested, we're doing Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd, and I've incorporated the first solo just because the second solo is really long, so I feel like it needs a separate lesson. So I might do that a bit later on, okay? I'm going to do the solo on the electric, and I'm going to show you the chords on the acoustic guitar. So the best of both worlds, right? Let's zoom in and get straight into it. So on acoustic guitar, let's go through the first section, the verse. B minor. Hello, is anybody in there? To A. G to E minor, back to B minor. So B minor. So the rhythm, I'm just doing down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. However, it's a really like chilled song, isn't it? You know, so we can get away with. So I'm just being really light. I'm playing the accent. Okay, and just being light with the other strings. Sometimes when I'm playing on the electric, I think that's too heavy. So you'll hear me kind of go. It's kind of just filling in the gaps, you know. So there isn't silence. So you don't want to, you don't want it, and then just silence. You just kind of want it to hang out. So when I play G, straight away then, I'm playing this F sharp just by itself, then going to E minor. It kind of connects it. Okay, and then we go into the chorus, which is D. There is no pain, are you receding? So it's D and A. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. D and A again. So from A, what I do then, I put my second finger on the B note, which is the second fret on the 5th string, the A string, and then I take that to C. So it's like a step up to C. Then G. Lips are moving, what you saying? To G. D. Was a child, I had a fever. A. D. 2 balloons, back to A. Now I got the feeling. G. C. Now this is where it changes. A. I've become comfortably numb. So what I would suggest, guys, is playing the track, using these chords, jot them down if you need to, and try and play along. And if you get lost, stop it and go back. It's the best way to learn. By ear it's going to make your listening skills super strong, and you're going to be able to play along with pretty much anything if you master that, okay? So good luck with that. Let's have a look at the guitar solo. So I've taken the delay off, and we've just got a bit of drive on there. Alright, and it starts off a little scrape up to 14, okay? I got all 3 fingers on the top E, 12, 13 and 14. And a little... So if you don't know how to do that, I'm just resting my palm on the strings. Okay, I'm releasing it. I go from like the D string. And when I get to the top E, I just release that note, okay? Then I add a bit of vibrato. Now, come on, guys, you know I'm no Dave Gilmour, okay? I don't aspire to be anywhere near as good as that dude, okay? So this isn't perfect, but it'll give you the idea, all right? So please, you know, I'm sure you understand. I don't even have the whammy bar on like Dave Gilmour either, just to keep it simple, okay? So vibrato on the 14th. Then I'm bending up, so it sounds like 15. There's 15, so you kind of check it with your ear. And then back down to 14. Then I'm going over to the B string, and I'm placing my third finger, is the important one, on the 15th fret, but I've got these other three fingers behind for power. I'm bending at 15 until it sounds like 17. Okay, and back down to 15 again. So all together. Okay, then my second finger plays 14. Then 14 again on the B, 14 on the G, 14 on the D. It's like an arpeggio, right? It's A, so the first one's D, just like the chords, and then A. So I kind of do it from the top. My second finger to cover the D, the G and the B, okay? Then you slide that down on the D string, 15 to 12. Sorry, 14 to 12. From the top. Okay, so that's like, we'll call that section 1, okay? Section 2 is very similar at the beginning. So now we're back on the top E. We're bending 14 to 15 again. And back down to 14. And then over to the B string. To that big bend, 15 to 17 again. This time, we go all the way down. So after you've bent on the B string, after you've bent the 15 to 17, you bring it back down. Then get your second finger ready and play that A arpeggio again. B, G, D, slide to 12, pluck to 11. Slide down to 9. Okay, let me do it as I'm playing it. So. Okay, let's do it again, and I'll use a different finger this time. That's actually how I normally do it, okay? That's the problem when you break things down slow, you always do them slightly differently. So bend, back, second finger arpeggio, slide, first finger on 11, slide to 9, slide to 7. Slowly from the top. Then we got this. We got this big bend here, okay? So it's like going from On the G string, all 3 fingers again, okay, the important one being the 3rd, which is on the 9th fret, okay, but that's what it's going to sound like, but you want it to sound like 12, so you want to go, and he puts a bit of vibrato there, probably does it on the whammy, alright, I just do it, like bend it, you hear that, slight vibrato, okay, so, it sounds like that, 12, then, you know, how accurate this is, I don't know. I see people doing it all different ways, but what I hear on the record is I hear 7 on the B string, 9 on the G string, and then 7 on the G as well. Okay, slowly. And then quickly. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. So, from the bend, slowly. Then we got this. So that's on the B string 7, G string 9, and again, pull off to 7 and pluck. Slowly. So just that little lick. Da 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 da. So it's pretty quick, that little lick, okay? If you try and listen to the record, you'll hear it, it'll make more sense, okay? Then we got this. So I'm leaving my first finger on the G string at 7, and with my 3rd finger it's on the 9, and I'm doing a pull off. So I'm going 9, 7. And then I hit the 9th on the D string. So pull off, then, and I go back to that 7. So 9, pull off, 9 on the D, back to that 7. Finish on the 9 on the G. Then he goes up to the 11th fret. I do a bend down here, it just feels more natural. Because it's like a slow bend. You know, whether Dave Gilmour bends down or bends up, it's your preference. So again, I've still got the 3 fingers behind to give me strength on the G string. And I'm bending this G really slowly until it sounds like 12. Okay, from the bend. Sorry, I'll do that again. Okay, and then this last section, well, almost the last section. Then we come up to this, I'm covering the top E and the B string with my first finger, kind of getting ready for the next bit, okay? And with my 3rd finger, or you can use your pinky, on the top E you're going to go 15. And I'm doing a little bit of a scrape there again. I'm not sure if he does it on the record now by memory. He might just go 15, pull back, pull off rather, to 14. So I'm using my 2nd finger there, 14. And then pulling off 14 to 12. Then I'm using my 3rd finger to hit the 15th, and that's plucked on the B string. Now my 1st finger is still covering that B. and I'm pulling off 15 to 12 on the B. Okay. Then my first finger is going across 12 on the G. Okay, so let's go back a bit. I'll go back to the bend again. So then I finish 12 on the D string. Then I'm kind of on the D string, I'm sliding down again, just like in the beginning, right? 12, 10, 9, 7. Sorry, I'll do that again. And I always do a little hammer on there. If you haven't got the sustain on that last note on the 7, I just hammer my third finger down on the 9 on the G, and then we go for the last big bend. It's probably the hardest part of the song because you've got like this bend, and when you're pulling down you want to get 3 different notes. So you go big bend, so it sounds like 12 again, so that's 9. And then you pull back a little bit. I didn't quite do it then. Okay, so it's like playing 12, 11, 9, 7. But he does that on one string. So he goes, and I'm doing a pull off at the end, which is 9 to 7. So most of the time I just do it by luck, you know, using all 3 fingers again for strength. Da, 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 and I'm pulling it off. Sorry. Alright, so that's pretty fiddly, especially if you've got heavy gauge strings. You probably won't be able to do it on the acoustic. So alternatively, sorry, you can do it like that on the acoustic, okay? G string, 12, 11, 9, 7. So let's go from the top E, 15th. So the very last note, you know, I'm just going a little hammer on 7 to 9 and pulling back off. Sometimes I kind of like the slide, you know, it just depends. But they're the notes. Alright, I think on the record I can hear. But then when you watch him live. So there you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, I do these lessons every single week. If you want to send me a request, you can find me over on Instagram, or you can send me a message on Facebook. I'll do my very best to reply. I can't do all the requests, guys, because I get so many, but do keep them coming because I really appreciate it, and I super appreciate all of your support. I'll see you again the same time next week. Enjoy.